Welcome to the Deep Dive, your shortcut to being well-informed. Today, we're really diving into a pivotal moment. It's about John the Baptist's identity.
Yeah, in John chapter 1, specifically verses 19 to 28,
Hmm.
a really rich passage.
Right. And our goal here is to unpack what's behind his description of himself. It seems humble, but there's so much more there.
Mm. And how it connects really to ancient prophecies like from Isaiah and ultimately defines who Jesus is.
Okay, so let's set the scene. We have these delegates coming from Jerusalem,
Priests, Levites, some Pharisees are involved too. They're basically the religious authorities.
and they confront John, asking him point blank, "Who are you?"
And his answers are fascinating because it denials. He's very clear about who he isn't.
Yeah, he says, "I am not the Christ." Straight away.
Then, I am not Elijah, another major figure they were expecting.
And finally, "I am not the prophet," that specific prophet from Deuteronomy.
Exactly. These weren't random denials. He's ticking off the major messianic or prophetic figures they anticipated. It really clears the decks, so to speak.
Okay, so if he's not those figures, who is he? They press him again.
And this is where he defines himself not by a title, but by a role, quoting prophecy.
He says, "I am the voice of one crying in the wilderness, make straight the way of the Lord."
As the prophet Isaiah said, direct quote, John 1.23, pointing straight back to Isaiah 40.
Now, Isaiah 40, that's not just about any messenger, is it?
No, not at all. If you look at Isaiah 40, the context is preparing the way for Yahweh himself, for God.
For God's glory to be revealed, it says, "All flesh shall see it together."
And the wilderness setting in Isaiah 40 is also significant. It talks about, all flesh is grass, comparing our temporary existence.
Right, like flowers that fade.
Exactly. Contrasting that with the word of our God will stand forever. John's message comes from that place, highlighting human frailty versus God's eternal word.
So John is the voice preparing for Yahweh God. That's huge. And this role, it was foretold even at his birth, wasn't it?
Yes, in Luke 1, his father Zechariah prophesies
Mm.
that John will be the prophet of the Most High and go before the Lord to prepare his ways.
That phrase again, "prepare his ways." It echoes Malachi too.
Right, Malachi 3.1.
Mm.
Behold, I send my messenger, and he will prepare the way before me, before God.
So the pieces are fitting together. John prepares the way for the Lord, for Yahweh God.
And the question becomes, who is this Lord? The Gospel of John, its whole purpose is to show that Jesus is this person.
The Christ, the Son of God.
Yes, and critically, the sources we're looking at interpret Son of God here not just as a title, but as Yahweh God himself becoming human, the Word made flesh.
That makes sense of John saying the one coming after him is so great, he's unworthy to even untie his sandals.
And that this person was before me. How could someone coming later be before him unless he was eternal, pre-existent?
Okay, but then there's the issue. Exodus says no one can see God and live. He's spirit.
Precisely. And that's the beauty, the mystery explained in John 1.14. The Word became flesh and dwelt among us.
So God became visible, tangible, human.
Yes, so that all flesh shall see his glory, fulfilling Isaiah 40.5. This incarnate Word isn't like the fleeting grass. He's eternal, confirmed by his resurrection. He conquers death.
Which leads back to the leaders' confusion. They ask, okay, if you're not the Christ or Elijah or the prophet, why are you baptizing then?
Good question. And John's answer is subtle but profound. He says basically, I baptize with water, but standing among you right now, unrecognized.
Is the one I'm preparing for.
Exactly. The one whose way he prepares Yahweh God in human form is already there.
Right.
His water baptism is a preparation, a call to repentance for temporary grass-like humans to meet the eternal God.
And this happened, the text notes, in Bethany beyond the Jordan, a specific place for this revelation. So wrapping this up, John the Baptist's role, it wasn't just a prophet. He was the forerunner announcing the arrival of God himself.
Yahweh God present in the person of Jesus Christ. That's the core message John's testimony points to.
It really reframes John's identity completely.
It does, and it leaves us with something profound to think about, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Well, if Isaiah is right, if our existence is fleeting, like grass and flowers, what does it truly mean that the eternal God, the source of all life, actually became like us, became grass, and not only became like us, but conquered death itself, offering us, well, an eternal relationship with him? What should that change about how you see your life, what you value?